Donker Web Hoofstuk 65. Die Baker. It is Plank standing in front of them, giving Greg the phone saying, "You left this somewhere. Jy het hierdie iewers laat lê." Plank looks terrible, bloody, beaten. Greg is shocked and so happy to see him. He tells him he was so worried. He also says that Oom Dirk is ook hier. Plank looks worried and tells them there is a woman, daar is 'n vrou, and that they should follow him. In the Giardini Reali, die koninklike tuine, is a woman dressed in black and wearing a mask. Greg says, "No ways, kom ons vaai." But then the big gates close behind them. "Ooh, moeilikheid," says Xander. "Trouble." Two guys appear in front of them and two bodyguards next to the woman. Only then Greg sees the phone that Plank gave him with a message. "Dis 'n lokval. It is a trap." The woman greets Greg. He asks, "Ken ek jou? Do I know you?" She says, "Call me Valkyrie." They are shocked. Remember, it's the name from the burnt book. Plank apologizes. He says sorry. They forced him to get the others there. Hulle het my gedwing. Greg asks Plank if they were the people who hurt him. Het hulle jou seer gemaak? He nods yes. The woman leads them further into the garden and then she disappears. Greg asks Plank, "If we need to, kan jy hardloop? Can you run?" Plank indicates no. Plank tells them that he saw the baker. And they say, "Yes, we also know who it is." Plank says, "Hy gaan jou doodmaak. He's going to kill Greg." Then a man appears, saying, "Cherish those who seek the truth, but beware those who find it." It is the baker, Dr. Sebastian Stadler, or Sebastian. Greg remembers him from that party at Thomas Lawson's house. Greg says, "Sebastian Stadler." Valkyrie says, "It's Doctor." Greg says, "I know, we have met." The baker says it was him. He asked Thomas Lawson to invite him to the party. Ek het gevra dat hy jou moet nooi. He wanted to see what he was dealing with. However, he wasn't a worthy enemy. His dad was probably more proud of John. Jou pa was seker trotser op John. This really hurts Greg. Greg realizes that he has saw the baker and Valkyrie before. By die David Peel. Valkyrie was also at one of his dad's hearings in die hof. And she was the woman who asked Plank about Greg. "Jy het Plank oor my uitgevra." Greg says, "Plank is innocent. Hy's onskuldig in all of this. Why did you guys do this to him?" The baker asks, "Aren't we all innocent? Is ons nie almal nie? Until we stand in the light and then we see the blood on our hands. That's why men like us prefer the darkness." The baker comments that it is so funny that all of this is because of Greg and Xander's daddies, hulle puppies. Why do we want to please them so much? Xander says it's because they are the closest thing that we have to heroes. But then someone like you takes them away, totdat iemand soos jy hulle kom wegvat. The baker says, "Touché," and asks if Xander enjoyed his video. Xander asks if he was there that evening. The baker says, "Yes, I wouldn't have missed it for anything." Valkyrie asks if he wants to know what happened after that. Wil jy weet wat verder gebeur het? Greg says no, because he can see that Xander is starting to get a panic attack. Just then a boat arrives with Oom Dirk and Isla. Their hands are tied behind their backs and their mouths covered. The baker confesses that the end is near for one of them. Iemand se einde is naby. One of them has been poisoned, vergiftig, with paraoxin, and one of them will die, sterf soon. It can be any one of them. Xander, when he touched his doorknob, or when they touched the phone, or when they took a flyer in the street. Xander thinks it is him because he isn't looking and feeling great at all. He thinks the baker wants to kill him like he killed his dad. The baker corrects him, saying, No. Doc Pienaar and Chris Owens, they wanted to kill your dad. They just came to me for help. Xander is looking worse. Greg screams, help him, help him. You can't just let him die. They say, natuurlijk kan ons. Of course we can, and we will. There is no cure. However, there is a treatment. And Valkyrie takes out something that looks like an injection. Greg says, give it to him. The baker says, first, sal ons die verlede besweer. We will banish the past. He comments that water has always been used to purify, to cleanse. En nou, gaan hulle sondes afwas. They will wash their sins and see where it gets us.
Okay, guys, I hope that this helped you. Click below here where I landed to check out the playlist. Goodbye.